Good day everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope that you guys are all doing fantastic and great. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So have you decided that you're gonna hit the roads on two wheels? Well, first of all, I'd say that's a wonderful decision, but you're quite not sure where to get started. If that's your question, then you've landed in the right video. So you might have heard a lot of stories from your friends and family saying how complicated it is to get a motorcycle license in Australia, or you yourself might be thinking that it's very complicated process to get a motorcycle license in Australia, which is not true. Getting your motorcycle license in Australia is very easy. So just to give you an overview of the motorcycle licensing system in Australia, there are three main categories. Number one is your learner's license. Number two is your restricted license, and number three is your open license. So the first thing to do is get yourself a learner's motorcycle license. You have to hold that for a minimum of 3 months, and then you can upgrade it to restricted license, and you've got to hold your restricted license for about 12 to 24 months depending on the state that you live in. So again, make sure that you know your local laws and regulations, and once you've achieved that, you can then apply for your open license. So in today's video, primarily we are going to discuss the steps that you need to take in order to achieve your learner's motorcycle license. So before we jump into the topic, two questions. Do you need to know how to ride a motorcycle to get your learner's license? The answer is no, you need not know how to ride a motorcycle. Question number two, do you need to know everything about a motorcycle? Again, the answer is no, you need not know anything to get your learner's motorcycle license. So without further talking, let's discuss the 4 basic steps that you need to take in order to achieve your learner's motorcycle license in Australia. Okay, so step number 1. First thing is you need to make sure that you're eligible to apply for a learner's motorcycle license in Australia. There are 2 main eligibility criteria here. Number 1 is your age, and number 2 is your medical fitness. So you've got to be minimum 16 years of age and above in order to get your learner's motorcycle license. However, every state has different requirements. So here's a photo of the minimum age required for each state in Australia. So second thing is you've got to be physically and mentally fit as well to achieve your learner's license. And I think some of the states, oh fuck, that was a snake. And I think some of the states in Australia might even want you to get a medical test done. So make sure that you're aware of your local laws and regulations. So if you are 16 years of age and above and you're physically fit, you are eligible to apply for a learner's license in Australia. Step number 2. So here in Australia we have motorcycle training schools where they conduct these motorcycle training courses. So to get your learner's license, you've got to engage yourself in this 2 days pre-learner's course. So day 1, they're going to teach you theoretical stuffs like safety, road rules and regulations, basic parts on the motorcycle and stuffs. And day 2 is when you're going to have a motorcycle training session. So this is very, very important. And talking about its cost, I think it should be somewhere between $500 to $600. The best thing to do is just Google the closest motorcycle training school, ring them up and check for the price. So once you engage yourself in this pre-learner's course, you'll have an assessment at the end of the second day at the motorcycle training school, which obviously you need to pass. So once you pass the assessment, you'll be given a certificate of completion, which will take you to the next step, that is step number 3. Holy shit, what the fuck is that? Fucking crazy, man. Fuck, I don't even know what I was talking. I'll have to start again. So once you've completed your pre-learners and you have your certificate of completion, you then have to give a motorcycle knowledge test, which is the step number 3. So you can give this test either online or you can give this at your local transport department. I think you need to answer about 30 questions and you have to get 27 right. So these 30 questions will be based on the 2 days pre-learners course that you did. If you paid attention those 2 days, then probably you might get full marks. If not, make sure you at least get 27. Even if you get 26, it's considered as fail. If you fail the test, then you have to redo the test. So once you complete your motorcycle knowledge test successfully, then that takes you to the final step, that is step number 4. Getting your learner's motorcycle license. So once you've passed your motorcycle knowledge test, go to the transport department, give them all your details, and you can apply for your learner's license. So once you get your learner's motorcycle license, you are now ready to hit the roads and practice riding your motorcycle, but with a lot of conditions. Condition number 1 is you cannot ride a motorcycle without someone's supervision, which means that whenever you ride on the roads, you need to have a supervisor with you who has an open license and who's held it for more than 1 year. So the second condition is you need to ride a motorcycle that is LAMS approved. LAMS approved motorcycle is basically a learner's approved motorcycle here in Australia. So to know the list of LAMS approved motorcycle, just Google it and you'll have a bunch of lists. So that's it, that's pretty much it. These are the 4 simple steps that you need to take in order to achieve a learner's motorcycle license in Australia. How simple is that?